Hey guys, Tad here from Attack of the Killer Podcast with a new Patreon exclusive bonus video for you, the attackers. As always, thank you so much for being an attacker, supporting our Patreon, listening to the show, watching these videos, and just being awesome. You guys make everything we do worth it. So, got something new, something that I've been looking forward to for quite a while. I didn't really expect it to come out so soon. By the time you're watching this, it probably isn't that new, because we have a little bit of a backlog of videos, which is a good problem to have. But this is a figure that was announced a few months back, and funny enough, right before they announced it, Jason from AotKP and Cracktastic Plastic, his podcast had posted, like, you know, what is your holy grail? Like, what's something that you wish was made that wasn't made? And I said, you know, I wish NECA would get the license for the thing and make a Macready figure, because there's like basically one that came out from Soda years ago and it's not great. So I was happy, you know, I really wanted one from NECA. Lo and behold, finally NECA announced one, and they made it. It came out very fast. So that's what I'm going to show you today, is NECA's ultimate Macready Outpost 31 action figure from NECA. This thing's fantastic. I mean, look at that box. Gorgeous. Has the foil. So cool. Original. Drew Struzan artwork on the front. Poster art. Gorgeous poster art. I will say that this type of box is prone to scratches. I actually have two of these because I got one for Jason, who I mentioned. Found these at my Target. There was a bunch of them. I dug through all of them to find ones with the nicest boxes and the nicest paint apps. I will say I only found one with any kind of paint slop, so I left that one there. But most of the boxes had some scratches and dings on them. But I'm an opener, and I'm going to open this one for you guys. So, like I said, beautiful box art. Almost makes me not want to open it. Helicopter on the side. Cool pictures of him on the back. Description of the movie. Sculpting was by Trevor Grove, who did the head sculpts. That's all you really need to know. And yeah, perfect. This is one that deserves the ultimate treatment, not just because it's a great movie, but because the character has so many looks that you can warrant it. So what he comes with, you know, has a nice flap that has the picture on there. But what he comes with is 2 extra heads, hooded heads, as you can see here. And then he has his like winter sombrero, sunglasses, goggles, shotgun, bottle of whiskey, whiskey glass. He has a gloved hands, an extra gloved right hand, an extra set of left and right hands, and then another right hand. So 4 extra hands. Like I said, he has a lantern, goggles, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, people were complaining that he didn't come with a flamethrower. Hello, have you ever had a NECA action figure? That's just how it works. Like, they're not going to give you a flamethrower right away. Either do an accessory pack with some creatures, or since this says, you know, Outpost 31 version of him, it's clear that we'll get another version, and there were some head sculpts shown that aren't in this set, so would not surprise me down the road if we end up getting, you know, if we end up getting several versions of Macready. But I'm going to open them up without trying to do it without destroying the box, because the box is so beautiful. There we go. Only minimal damage, but these foil boxes show so much. So yeah, the background of it is sort of like a winter scene. And here's this guy. So I figured you didn't really need to see my face to watch me open this, and you wanted a better look at the action figure itself. So let's get it open. All kinds of it looks like they went for twisty ties on this guy, not the what they were using. So luckily, got my clippers, and this should go fairly quick compared to the last couple videos because I couldn't find them, but I found them now. So try to get them out without breaking, but this one has been, a lot of people are complimenting it on the fact that the plastic is like an upgrade somehow from what NECA's been doing previously, because they've had some breakage issues right out of the package, like with their Ghostface and stuff. That's why on the Ghostface review I didn't really open him and play with him too much. But this guy is getting great reviews. A lot of times they'll tell you to heat him up before you start bending their joints, but he looks like he's ready to go. So another thing that needs to be addressed is the likeness. A lot of people are sort of shitting on the likeness, saying that it's too soft, it doesn't look anything like Kurt, it's really bad, whatever. Come on, guys. I think he looks freaking fantastic. I mean, look at that. That looks like Kurt Russell to me. And just for comparison's sake, this is what I have from Sota Toys years ago. So please don't tell me that NECA doesn't know what they're doing and that their likeness is crap. Look at this thing. No, almost no articulation. But I'm going to keep them on the shelf next to my NECA one to remind myself what we've had and what we haven't had. So he's got boot articulation to help him stand. That's pretty cool. They rotate. He's got the knee bends. They've just made the articulation better and better in each release. I used to not really be a fan of articulation, and then NECA came along and they've done some really fantastic things. The elbow, shoulder, ball joints. It's really hard with these jacket sculpts because you get that sort of skinny arm effect, but they do the best that they can, so when they put the arms down, it doesn't look like they're super bulky or muscular or something. I love the coat with a popped collar. It looks like a leather coat. They got the green military pants. I would say the green's a little over the top. The paint is a little too green. It needs to be a little darker. This is pretty olive green, but I'm not going to complain too much. And like I said, the hair detail. This is probably one of the best paint apps I've seen on a NECA figure in years. That beard is really hard to get right, and it just has the right subtleness to it. Let's check out some of the features, the accessories, if you will. We got the really cool sombrero that you can throw right on him. Very cool. Always makes me nervous opening these and putting them on the figure, but that's why you buy it, right? So maybe I don't think you put the goggles on. You can't really put the goggles on to him without the hooded heads because his hair is too big. But the sunglasses are sort of cool because they've got like barely little side things so that they can fit on with the hair. So I'll show you what he looks like with the shades if I can get him on there. Maybe. It's not the easiest thing in the world. And maybe, am I looking at it wrong? Maybe the shades, yeah, the shades go onto the hooded head too because they fit into that hood. So you basically, without the hooded head, the plain head with hair, the best you can do is the sombrero. And let's tilt this up a little bit. And then I'm going to bring it down. So yeah, he can do that type of thing. And it looks pretty stupid right there, but if you actually take the time and, make him look like he's supposed to. But he's got these alternate heads, and these are beautiful too. He's got sort of an angry face. There's a better look at it. And then a sort of worried face. And if they're like standard NECA figures, the heads, you just pull them off. And let's try the worried head. So you pop it on like so. I'm not a cameraman, this is sort of harsh. But what's nice is that now his goggles can fit over his head. Carefully. Not to break the band on the goggles. But it's sort of a cool look, like leaving them up like that. But you can actually pull them down over the face and give him goggles like that. Or you can do layers and layers. And see, I'm doing this all on the fly, so I apologize. This is probably not the most entertaining review, but too bad. I'm wondering if the other head is the one that you put the sunglasses on. It seems like the sunglasses are hard to put on because he doesn't really have a spot. There we go. And I bet I could put him on this head too. Just sort of have to force the sunglasses, like the earpieces, I guess you call them, or arms or whatever, into the hood. Make a little gap there. This is so entertaining for you guys. But I really want to put the sunglasses on so you guys can see how good they can look. There we go. And then you can put them on there, and then you can go full on. Now that is a look and a half. That's cool, right? I almost wish I could keep the other one that I bought for Jason to do multiple looks, like one with a normal look and one with a hat, but I can't financially justify buying several versions of the same figure to display with different heads, so you can just sort of change it up. So I'll show you some of the accessories. Another very cool lantern that has like a movable handle. It looks very realistic. Obviously doesn't actually light up, but that would be cool. And you can put it in his hand and he can carry it. Just like that. And has a shotgun, which looks much nicer than the one that came with the soda figure. And what I think is really cool, and more something that you'd put into the hands of the one with like the hair, because that's from the part of the movie, little glass of whiskey. Got something stuck on my finger there. Dog hair. A little glass of whiskey, if you can see that. And then a little bottle of, it makes it look like it's a branded thing, but obviously they're not going to use licensed brand of liquor. But the hands, you know, like, see if I can take this head off real quick and pop on the old guy. And then you have regular, and then you can pop off these gloved hands, which are like multi-level, like they have like a wrist piece and a glove. Sort of cool. More pieces to lose. But then you can put on like his regular bare hands. Very carefully. But this figure is awesome because he's not, I say that as now I'm having issues, but look at those hands went in really quite easy. and then you can put, like, label sort of not sticking great on my liquor bottle, but you can actually put the bottle of liquor in his hand like so, and he can hold the glass also. It's a little bit of a trick, I think, to get him to hold the glass. But yeah, I don't need to, you guys don't want to watch me play with an action figure for an hour. So this thing is awesome. Again, look at what we went from to what we have. Thank you, NECA, for doing this, because this is awesome. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys. I won't keep you going on this one, but great sculpt, great paint, really cool details on the legs, great head sculpt. Has the ultimate Macready. I love it. One of my grails. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Attack of the Killer Podcast.